For the first one is aim. Among the goals of learning English is number one, to enable students to master the subjects that are mostly English source. Number two, one to produce individuals who are able to compete in the global world. Number three, can have the opportunity to further their studies abroad. And number four, get a job in the future. And for the last one, be able to compete with those from all over the world. Number two is introduction. English has been used in education in Malaysia since 2003. The system was started when English was used as the conveying language for science and mathematics subjects. The implementation is carried out in stages which are initiated for Year 1 students as well as Form 1 students. A few years later, all primary and high school students have fully used English in science and mathematics education. Although the program is covered with various contradictions, the government's action to implement the policy of using English in education is beneficial. And number three is content. Content. Among the benefits of mastering English in education is to enable students to master the subjects which are mostly English source. For example, given some important subjects such as science, mathematics, information technology, and so on use English, then the failure of the student to master this language will weaken the student's mastery in the subjects mentioned early. The Malay proverb once said, if it is not broken, the kunchin can be sagor. The same is true if the use of English does not start from now on, as long as the student will be left behind in the subjects. Therefore, the use of English is a need to master of so that the student can gain knowledge which can mostly only be obtained through English language skill. In addition, English is also important in education in our country in line with the educational objective that want to produce individuals who are able to compete in the global world. The English proficiency start from school in capable of producing individuals who can communicate effectively with other individuals from around the world. For example, English language skills are especially important when an individual is assigned abroad or carries a national mission abroad. Failure to communicate effectively using English will affect various opportunities, both in the form of economic and social opportunities. Obviously, English education at the school level is capable of producing individuals who stand the same height and sit just as low as other communicators around the world. The use of English in education is also important because with the proficiency of the language, students who get good exam results can have the opportunity to pursue their studies abroad. Since English has been accepted as an international language, most of the top universities around the world use English as the conveying language. If a student can master the language, well then their chance of pursuing their studies abroad are bright. For example, private educational institution like most private educational institution in our country have also implemented the use of English as their conveying language in private higher educational institution. Therefore, students who aspire to pursue higher education institution should master the English language well. At the same time, the use of English is also important to students for the purpose of getting a job in the future. Keep in, keep in mind that employers will be more interested in hiring employees who are able to communicate in a variety of languages, including speaking English. For example, jobs in the field of telecommunication, broadcasting, information technology, and so on are in dire need of the use of English. Therefore, school or university leavers who are proficient in English are more likely to get a job compared to those who have less English proficiency. Furthermore, those who are proficient in English are more in demand by employers from large companies that usually offer a more lucrative income. It is clear that English is very important to learn in school in order to benefit the students for the purpose of building a career in their future. Meanwhile, the country's economic progress, which has crossed the country's borders, has resulted in Malaysia need a population capable of speaking English well to compete with those from all over the world. English, English language education is very important to produce a society that can communicate with the international community. For example, partnership in economic, social and technology fields require those who are proficient in English. In general, those who fail to master this language will face various obstacles that can disrupt communication and can the opportunities available at the international level. Thus, English education in school plays a role in building a more competitive society at the global level one day. And for the last one is conclusion. In conclusion, English is a language that all students need to learn and master. A person who can master this language will be more confident and able to seize that opportunities available either at the national level or at the international level. However, although it is important that even if English is used by the international community, the use of Bahasa Malaysia as the official language of the country needs to be defended and enhanced. We do not want our official language to be exiled as a result of our oblivion to glorify the English language, like a Malay saying, who is pursued cannot, who is carried away by robots. Thank you.